What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another DFS Addicts podcast. Oh, what a night. Some good plays, some bad plays. Let's go over it. Fox, that boy went off for a triple-double today. Got ahead of him. I'm just talking DraftKings wise, but I mean, I'm pretty sure FanDuel, same reason. You need Fox. He was a little expensive. It was hard to pay up, but if you knew he was scoring triple-double, you kind of need him, right? But the next guy, Embiid. Embiid was high on my radar too. I liked him a lot, so I have a lot of him. That's helped me out. Next guy is Kyrie. He did his thing. He knew he was gonna have that big game. We should have been on it, but now that he's back, he's gonna be popular again. His price is gonna go up, pretty sure. So it's too late to hop on the Kyrie train. You having like three of those guys, and Buddy Hield, of course. I recommend Buddy Hield. That was like a given. Like, he was so cheap on FanDuel. I mean on DraftKings still, that you had to play him. He was a stone cold lock pretty much. And you have those three guys, you should have made some money. Some of our punts was Plumlee, and he did great. Jeremy Lin was another punt. It helped that went to blow out, so that did fine. Bellalicia, if the game would have stayed a little closer, he would have reached his value. What's going on, Roger? Welcome back, man. I'm just kind of going over today's slate. But yeah, I think I recommend you guys to stack that game. If that game went close, you would have won, but like focus on the Kings guy. And you had some of those King guys, especially Fox and Buddy. You've been good. Frank Mason was a little bit disappointed. I was kind of too high on him, which I shouldn't have been. Looking back at it, because there was other punts out there that could have done the same thing, like Frazier. He probably would have done the same. But yeah, like I'm still trying to get used to DraftKings. I will only do DraftKings pricing now. It's just because I don't play FanDuel anymore, and I don't if I talk about FanDuel pricing, it just kind of mess me up. So I want to focus like 100% on DraftKings. Just because, yeah, I like DraftKings now. All right, enough with the chatter. If you guys are new to this channel, please subscribe. Also, shout out. I got 200 subscribers now. 201 exactly. Reached that 200 mark. So, thank you for that. I appreciate every subscriber, every likes, every comments. I do reply back if you guys comment something below. Doesn't matter what kind of question you guys ask me. I'll try my best to reply it. Okay. And that's that. Let's move on. 8-game slate tomorrow. Probably some back-to-back, but not really. Let's dive in. Clippers, Orlando, 217.5 total. That's kind of low. That is kind of low for an 8-game slate. That's kind of low. Clippers back-to-back against the Orlando Magic, which is not a great team. Also, you see what Embiid did to the Clippers? I'm pretty sure Vooch has the same opportunity to do the same. Vooch is not as quite as Embiid offensive-wise. I mean, offensive-wise, he's pretty much the same, but defensively, Vooch doesn't really get up there. He blocks shots. But Vooch is in play, man. He can shoot the threes and do other things, too. And if he gets hot, Clippers ain't going to stop him. That's my one play from that game. And then we got Houston, Brooklyn, 216.5. I think Harden still sits out. We can always go back to CP3. Disappointed us twice already. So people might be off of him. His price is all right. He could have a big game in Brooklyn. But the guy to play, obviously, we pick on Brooklyn because Brooklyn sucks in center. Center always dominates on Brooklyn. So Capella has a nice price. I think you guys should definitely play Capella tomorrow. Try to fit him in if you can. He's in the smash spot. Going then Indiana, Chicago, 215.5. Indiana's favored by 7. Obviously, it's Chicago. Everybody in Indiana is in play, regardless if they're from the bench or not. And there's a couple guys who are pretty cheap that we can take a shot at. It's just the minutes wise we're scared of. But like, yeah, you can. I'll go over to that later. That's a nice game to target. OKC back to back with OKC 230.5. Here's go a little bit better total. Washington is favored by 3. Here's some news. Dwight Howard might be coming back. Damn, way over. Good job, Roger. I mean, you're doing really well on DK. Way over 300. You're solid, man. Yeah, Fox and B Hill, you're pretty good. But if you had Kyrie, man, you've been winning a bunch of money. Good stuff, Roger. I don't. Are you in my Facebook channel? I love it for you. Like post up some of your winnings, bro. Just a little bit more encouragement for the people in the group to start posting up their winnings. Don't be shy. Oklahoma City, 230.5. Washington, like I said, Howard might be coming back. We're not unsure if he has a limit restriction or not, but he's super cheap right now on DK. Against OKC, I think it won't take much for Dwight to pay that price off. But if we have the news that he's not on a limit restriction, he's an automatic lock almost. Yeah, hey Roger, join my Facebook page. It's on the link on the description. Love to meet you in there. Thank you. And then Wall is he's under 9K, and we like to have Wall under 9K too. So it should be a big game. They need to win. They're 1-6. They're like a laughing stock right now. Washington, they're better than that. So yeah, they want to win. Then we got New York 218, and Dallas a favorite by 6. What's up with all this low total tomorrow? I mean, there's definitely something to target here. DJ, this point in the whole world, is a bounce back game for him tomorrow. We can take a shot at that. And New York side is really hard. Trey Burks is losing his minutes. Frank Ntilikina is now like the starter, I believe. So I'll talk about that later. And Memphis, Utah, no total yet because this game should suck balls. I might be just scratching this out. Only news is what's it called? What's his name? Ugh, I feel bad now. Donovan Mitchell, yes, he's out. So there's some value for that position. I think Dante Exum is gonna soak in most of that minutes, and he's like min price, I believe. But we go over that. Toronto, Phoenix, no total yet, probably because of Booker news. I don't know. There's no total. Might feels like a blowout. Maybe Kawhi sits. If Kawhi sits, that'd be lovely. That opens up a lot of things. And yeah, but Phoenix is playing a little bit slower, and Toronto isn't exactly that fast. So I'll be surprised to see the total be any higher than the rest of these ugly slates. Minnesota, Golden State, 238, late night hammer. Golden State favored by 11. It's not that scary. I mean, Minnesota, man. They have Derrick Rose, so I'm pretty sure they can keep up. And to note, something to consider, Butler, he wants to play tomorrow, so I don't think he might sit out. It's just a weird thing he sits out because of the whole trade situation. But he wants to play tomorrow, so if the coach says go ahead and play, he's gonna play. All right, so let's just dive in a little deeper. 8-game slate, so bear with me. I'll go game by game and position by position on DK. Let's see how I do this. Make this simple. Oh, there we go. Okay. Clippers and Orlando. First game in the slate. Point guards. We got Patrick Beverly of 4,000. Yeah, it's Patrick Beverly. I kind of like him here because Orlando do turn the ball over a ton. They're pretty sloppy with the ball. You can take advantage of Patrick Beverly's defense for that upside. He's more valuable in FanDuel because steals get you more points. DJ Augustine is a no, just because of Patrick Beverly defense. SGA just doesn't really matter right now, because Mio is actually cutting in some of his minutes too. Lou Williams is turning his shit around. I have him today, and he pretty much 6x, I believe. A little bit. He got up to 30, so he did good. Could have done better. Hope he would have done better, but he's turning things around. So I like him. He's still priced the same. He can have a big game. Tyron Rose is a no. Avery Bradley, he's mid. You can take a shot at him too if you want, but 8-game slate, I wouldn't do it. Just does not have a ton of upside. Yeah, I mean, if Butler plays, I want Butler, because I think the Derrick Rose fever over there is contagious, man. And then seeing what Derrick Rose did, I think that fires up a lot of those players to want to play hard. I'm on the Rose train too. I'll talk about him later. Trust me. I'm excited for that game. Lou Will against my Golden State Warriors, obviously, but I think Golden State will pull it off. But still, it should be a good game. Let's see who else. Point guard wise, Patrick Beverly, we mentioned all that. Small forward, Gallinari, he did good today. He's probably 6'5". I don't mind it, but I think that's probably a better option. Luke Mabute, I don't think he's hurt probably. Mike Scott, no. Tobias Harris, feel a little bit too expensive still. He did alright today. Didn't exactly with 6x for you, but didn't actually kill you either. Montrezl Harrell did. He's not your typical power forward. He plays more of center to me. And against Embiid is just a mismatch. I mean, Embiid just pull him out in threes, and he can't do anything about that. That's why they put Bojan on him, and if you played him, he 10x. It was a perfect Bojan moment. Games like that where you think it's a mismatch, where you need a guy like Boban to contain Embiid, you play Bojan, and he was a great punt if you played him. I thought about it, but I never got there because I liked saw Mason Plumlee, which he did all right still. But yeah, Bojan was a good punt too. I think that's it for Courtois. Is just never. Bojan I don't think Bojan will make this appearance. Maybe he'll make another appearance. You never know. If Harrell can handle himself, then you don't need Boban to come out. On the other side, the Atlanta Magic side. All right, I don't like any of the guards here. Just don't like any of the guards. Just because the defense of the Clippers pretty damn good against guards. Fournier is just a maybe. He's 5'5". I mean, I don't mind it. He hasn't had a big game yet either. Terrence Ross, no. He needs his shot to go in. Good luck with that. Jonathan Isaac is 4'4". He's just strictly mostly defensive guy too. Aaron Gordon, 7'2". No, I can't do it. Had one good game. Excuse me. But I don't think tomorrow that's his game. 7'2", that's a lot. Plenty of options tomorrow. Not going there. I think the only other person I would play is Vooch. I think Vooch could have a field day against Harrell again and Gortat. He's 8'6". I don't mind it. Then Mo Bamba, not really. He hasn't really flashed much upside. That's it of that game. It's not exciting, but it is some play there. Next, Houston, Brooklyn. A little bit better game. Point guard, Chris Paul, like I said, he's in play. He's 9'4". He could definitely go for 60 tomorrow against Brooklyn. I don't mind it. This pretty sure no James Harden, so you know where all the masses used to go to Chris Paul. But Houston sucks without Harden still. But it is Brooklyn. Who else? MCW? No. Eric Gordon, 5'9", feel a little bit too expensive. You can go there. I don't like it. See, what else? Gerald Green is a good punt, a 4-1. Pretty sure he's probably more cheaper on FanDuel. Yeah, he's gonna chuck it up. Small forward, we got PJ Tucker, 4-5. He's interesting, but without Harden, it doesn't really open much up for him to take any shots. That's the thing. They have to really work for the shot because no Harden. And Harden usually drive in and kick out. They double team Harden sometimes. You know what I mean? It's harder for these guys to, especially for PJ Tucker, who's not like a good 3-point shooter. So no, I think that's a no for me. Jared Green, he can shoot. I don't mind him. By the way, he only got 9 fingers. Fun facts, and that's true. Carmelo Anthony, 5'8", mellow. Going to New York. Not the Garden, but still in New York. Maybe he gets a little bit excited because he's back in New York. He's 5'8", but it's Carmelo. I mean, just know it's Carmelo. He could ruin your whole day up very fast. I think that's it there. Oh no, sorry. Center Capella, 7'8", 11. You always put up Brooklyn with centers. Capella should have a field day tomorrow. He's fine at 7'8". There's a ton of upside left. I like him a bunch tomorrow. Going to the Brooklyn side, D'Angelo Russell. He's 6'2". He's that price where it's like, yeah, it's fine, but not a ton of upsides for me. It's because all of the Brooklyn guys is getting healthier. He obviously knows that now. Even Sebastian Napier is cutting into some of Spencer Dinwiddie's minutes, so we can't really play Dinwiddie. Chris LeVert is pretty safe at 6'6". He's going to chuck the ball up. I think CP3 probably defend Russell, so I don't like that because CP3 is a pretty good defender. That leaves LeVert unless PJ Tucker is on him. I wouldn't think so, but if it is, then I don't like that either. That leaves Joe Harris, the guy that runs around like a maniac and shoot threes. He's 4'7". I like him. He's almost like a JJ Redick, but more craziness in him. Allen Crabbe, 3'7". I think his minutes coming back up. Can I check? I can't check like that, huh? Dang it. Maybe I should do a different way, but yeah. And then nothing else. It's going down. Jared Allen, center. I think he's fine. Yeah. Jared Allen used to get his, but not like he doesn't have like a ceiling game though. Not in this matchup. Ron Hollis Jefferson is super cheap still. I don't know why, but he has tremendous upside. Just so you guys know. So you can buy him cheap now. I mean, I should just do position by position, guys, because that way I can look at statistic, the game log at least. So I'll start over like that. Go back to point guard. If I mention him, I'm gonna skip over. Westbrook is 10-9. Steph Curry is 10-3. Steph Curry is too expensive for me. He's 10-3. We always know what his upside is. Now you just buying that price at 10-3. You just paying for it and say, give me 60 tomorrow. It's 63 or something, you know. So you don't want to do that. Chris Paul is 9-4. Now here's some wiggle room for 60 and some change. Victor Oladipo is an easy matchup for him. It's 8-7. If you're going to play anybody from Indiana, pick one guy. Because, I mean, if the games get out of control, that's obviously because one guy probably went off and then the rest did okay. And then you don't hit value, and then you be kicking yourself. But the game stay close. Obviously, everybody else will hit value. It's the Chicago point guard against Chicago. Everybody against Chicago is good. So everybody's in play. Just don't try to play like 2-3 guys from Indiana against Chicago. You're gonna be very disappointed. Pick like one guy or maybe two guys you think will go off on them. Victor people could go off on them and get you like 50 tomorrow and then sit out the third. You know, it could be that situation. So 8-7. He's definitely in play. Just I won't have a lot of him, obviously. Kyle Lowry, it's 8-4. He's fine. He's been getting his. Just straight up like 40 games, 40-point games. Let's look at his game log. 43, 44, 48, 42, like consistently. I mean, you can't argue that. The dude's just been good. Super cash safe. John Wall, 8-1 now. He's 8-1. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Houston without Harden is trash because Harden frees up so much for every other guys. You know, just contributing, just everything. It's just hard with Harden there. Without Harden, the team is trash. John Wall, like I mentioned, you guys, John Wall. He's 8-1. Obviously, there's tremendous upside with this guy. He could get a 60-point game tomorrow. It's against Westbrook defense. There's nothing to worry there. They need to win. They're at home. They get Howard back, which helps a little bit more, especially because you have a true center now. So I think they pull the win out tomorrow, and I think John Wall is going to beast out. So I love him tomorrow. He's 8-1. I'm going to have like 50% of John Wall tomorrow. I'm taking a shot, man. Who's going to do it? Booker, questionable tag. Pause. I don't know. Even if he plays, I'm just not interested in Booker this year. Just not. Unless he's like 6,000, then I'll play him. Zach LaVine, he's 7'6", sure. He's the offense of Chicago. But Indiana plays pretty damn good defense. Just be aware of that. I won't argue you'll play him for cash because he's 7'6" and he has like probably 30-something% usage rate right now. So I'm not mad at that. Mitchell's out. I mentioned that. Luka Doncic, 7-4 against New York. As bad as New York's is, they play pretty good defense. They guard there. Pretty scrappy team. Sure, but it feels too high for me. So I'll shy away. Mike Conley, 7,000. Still cheap. Just not a game I want to target. Just too slow paced team. Actually, Utah is actually pretty fast, but Memphis is slow to pace down. So no. D'Angelo Russell, I mentioned him already. Ricky Rubio, god damn it. It was supposed to be your night, Minnesota, but it wasn't. Rose stole it from you. He's 5'7", going against Utah. I'm not that attracted to it, but his Memphis sucks. But still, can't see much. I mean, he has a little bit of upside for 5'7". Just not exciting game I want to target. That's all. Chris Dunn, out. Lou Williams, he's 5'5". I don't mind going back there again. Dennis Smith Jr. is 5'5". Now Frank probably shut him down. Frank near the team probably shut him down. I'm good. Derrick Rose. Here we go. The man of the hour, man. Derrick Rose. He's 5'4". Had a massive game. We all seen it. We all heard it. When the guys get this hot, the spirits up, the team feeds off that energy. You know what I mean? I think he won't get 60 tomorrow again, or whatever the hell he got. But he will definitely pay that price off. I can see him paying that price up again, especially if Teagues sit out, and if especially Jones still sit out. You play this man again. You give him. I mean, he's on another level, so just play him. Don't hate on Derrick Rose, man. He's doing his thing. Going down, we got Schroeder. It's 5'3". He did good today. Against Washington, I don't mind 5'3". He did good. I like him better because he's not really on the court with Westbrook. So yeah, that helps his upside a lot. Then Dinwiddie, I mentioned him. Tyreek Evans, he's 4'9" now. The only problem with Tyreek is his minutes is really not there, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. Tomorrow maybe he gets more run because it is the Bulls. So this is one of the cheap guys I would like to play against the Bulls. He's 4'9", and we know Tyreek can have those monster games. He's just been like out of it. I really don't understand. Honestly, he's just been kicked back. Yeah, I don't mind your take, Jamie. That's probably a good option because you can't play everybody in that last game. They're too expensive. Then we got Bogdanovich too. He's 4'8". He's another cheap shooting guard. He's just been cold. Then Ube Jr. 4'8". Now with Marcus Smart being back, that's a no for me. Wesley Matthews is 4'8". Like, dude's been crushing it too, taking a ton of shots. But he's just one of those one-dimensional players where if his shot doesn't go in, man, you're pretty dead. Yeah, Clint Capella for sure is in play. Jordan just asked me that. Yeah, like I said, Clint Capella. Any center against Brooklyn is in play except Miles Turner because he sucks as a center. He's just garbage. Against the Bulls, I'm not even gonna play him against the Bulls. He's one of those guys that's just garbage. So Joe Harris, 4'7". He's fine, but it's getting crowded over there. Allen Crabbe is back, so I'm pretty sure coach will let whoever has a hot hand just play more minutes. Justin Holiday at 4'6" is okay, just not against Indiana. Danny Green 4'5". Wait on news. I don't know. Maybe miraculously Kawhi sits. Who knows? But Danny Green has a path for 6x tomorrow against Phoenix at 4'5". Dawson is 4'4". Sure, but not excited. Josh Ogogie. I don't know. That name sounds like he's probably Japanese or something, man. 4'3". He's fine if Butler's out, but I think Butler's gonna play. That's what I've heard. That's what I read. Butler wants to play tomorrow, so I mean that put Josh down a little bit. He's 4'3" though, so. Ross, no. Van Fleet, probably question tag, probably out. That makes whatever guys in play, I'll tell you later. Then Gerald Green, 4'1". I always like Gerald Green. I told you that. Tempo, 4'1". No for me. Berea, 4'1". What's Berea's minute? He's always interesting. 25, 15, 14. Fluctuate too much. I can't do it at that price. No, they've got Campaign 4,000, but nah. Patrick Bev 4,000. I mentioned him already. John Simmons, no. Avery Bradley's is maybe, but not really. He's 3'7". It's just a punt, but not a lot high upside. Allen Crabbe, 3'7". Sure. Just some of these guys I'm mentioning. Sure, that means I'm really not high on them. They're in play, but you're asking for a lot. Dr. XM is 3'7". He's much more of a better option to punt with. Maybe in FanDuel too. He's 3'7" here, so maybe he's mid over there because he might get more minutes. Mitchell's out. Trey Burks, we can't play Trey Burks anymore. His minutes is down. Frank took the starting minutes. 14, 22, 17. Yeah, you can't do it. Abrini's got hot today. Mitch Hutchison, sure. Did he get any like runs? 30 minutes, 23 minutes. Yo, he's getting minutes, and he is super cheap. Yeah, that's a good punt. Not talented player though, but at 3-3, that's hard to fail you. Looking at value here, guys. So if I see anything that jumps out, pretty sure I'll let you guys know. I think that's about it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it there. No more Suns player. Yeah, say less. I agree with you. There's nobody in the Sun that I actually want or care about. It's the Sun just been garbage this year. Okay, small forward, and I guess small forward. Kawhi Leonard, 10-1. It's a no for me. I'll scratch that off. 10-1 against. I need whole fourth quarter of Kawhi Leonard, and in this game, doesn't feel like it's gonna stay close enough for that to happen. Sure, he can go off, but 10-1, yeah, no. KD, he's 9-9. Choose one. You can't choose Steph because he's too expensive. KD's like $100 less from 10K. It makes it hard to play him too. So I'll say no there. Paul George is 9,000. No, I'm not gonna do that. Butler is 8. I think everybody know that's a sweet price for Butler against Golden State Warriors. So he's definitely in play. Like if you read the memo, I think he says Butler said he plans to play Friday against Golden State Warriors. So, yeah, play him. Tobias Harris, 7-3. No. I mentioned Gordon. No. Tim Hardaway Jr. 7-1. Sure, why not? He's still taking a ton of shots. Joe Ingles is no for me. LeVert 6-6. Sure. Eric Gordon, he's 5'9". He's not the same Eric Gordon that we like. The minutes is there, but the shots is not really falling, man. Yeah, he's just not really falling for him. Jabari Parker sucks balls. He's 5'8". Camille Anthony, no. Miles Bridge, whatever his name is. I mean, all of Phoenix sucks. All of Phoenix sucks right now. Nobody's in play. They don't want to play. They just come out and just sucks. Wiggins, 5'7". Sure, but I don't like Wiggins. Who's this? Oh yeah, Marquise Morris. He's 5'6" against OKC. No. I'm past there. Fournier, we mentioned Otto Porter is 5'4". This guy coming out saying he wants the ball more, he wants to shoot more, but he ain't proving it because he's been sucking. But we know he has upside. Last year, you keep playing him, you hit like once or twice for like 40 fantasy points. Man, I invested a lot in Otto Porter this year right now. So far, this couple weeks, I think I'm gonna back out. I don't like the matchup. But he's cheap. That's all I can say about that. Harrison Barnes is 5'3". I kind of like. Let's see. Young is 5'2". Could have a good game against the Bulls, but probably the first person to sit if it goes blowout. So take that. Jay Crowder is 5'1", but it's a bad matchup. T.J. Warren, no Phoenix for me. Tyreek Evans, I mentioned him. Let's see. Damn, I hate going back to the repeating players, man. Ariza is 4'6", but he's his son, so no. Jeff Green, 4'3", we don't need him. Howard be back. Kyle Anderson, slow mo is 4'3". you want to go there. God, shit. This digging down for values. And here, this guy, I think you guys are talking about Phoenix. Malik Bridge. What you did, bro? 27, 22 minutes. Yeah, he did fine. I guess he wants to play, huh? What? Yeah, he wants to play. He's min price. I guess he's in play. Window had a monster game. I wouldn't go back to it. That's rare for him. I mean, his price kind of went up a little bit. The overtime did help too. I'm looking for value, and I don't see any right now. Oh, let me pull a dashboard so I can see some picture. That way I have a... I don't know why I did that first. I have a face to a name. That way I don't miss anything. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do something different that ain't screwing me up. Optimize. Vision optimizer. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. We'll go back and do Draftkings. Come on. Okay, I think it was small forward. Let's go power forward now. Power forward. Bam. Okay. KD. I mentioned him. No. I think we power forward. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Draymond Green. 6'9". Just playing. Just playing. They didn't raise his price up pretty much. Against Minnesota, he could go for another 50-pointer tomorrow. You know he has that kind of upside. He's gonna play a ton of minutes. Play Draymond at 6'9". It's a stone cold lock for me. I'm gonna have a lot of Draymond Green tomorrow. The only path of Draymond Green like busting out is when if he fouls out or get a technical or get ejected, something like that. Other than that, he's gonna do fine. He's gonna, especially if the game is very competitive. You know he's gonna go out and do his thing, man. I like him a lot tomorrow. It's a pretty obvious pick at 6'9". Sabonis is 6'3". Obviously, Sabonis is pretty good, but I don't like that price. And I don't know if Sabonis get the blowout runs either or not. If he does, I like that price, even because of the blowout minutes. But I don't think he gets it. Have to look at that later on. Ibaka, 5'5". I'd rather play the other dude, Siakam, Pascal Siakam. He's 4'8", and he's just been killing it. He pretty much, I think he's gonna get the blowout runs too. So he's definitely in play for me. I like that. Triple J, he's 5'1". There's a lot of talk about him, but he's just in a bad team, so no. Noah Vonleh, he's been crushing it too. He's 4'8". Against a Dallas team, I don't mind Noah Vonleh. Yeah, he's been doing good, man. Derek Favors, no. Excuse me, I feel like I want to sneeze. I think that's it. Kyle Quinn. Kyle Quinn is interesting. I think he's a good punt. If the games blow out, you might see a lot of Kyle Quinn. And if you want to win, play Kyle Quinn. C. Center. Last. Let's make sure it's the most expensive. Okay, we got Cat. K. Kit Kat doing good. He did well last game. Now, here's the question. You're going to have Jimmy Butler and Cat in the game together. It turned out good that last game they played. They did fine. Cat went off. Maybe Rose changed diffused some of the tension around the locker room. I don't know. I mean, he could have that effect of what he did. You know what I mean? So maybe they'll coexist for a couple more days until the trade happens. So just looking at that, I mean, I don't mind Cat. It's just I know Golden State Warriors usually shut down center, and I'd rather go Butler. just because he's not a pussy. So yeah, that's my take on Cat. But I don't fault you. You want to chase that? I don't. I'm not going to. Vooch, he's 8'6". I told you I liked him. DeAndre Jordan, I only like him because it might be a bounce back game. He's 8'3". He's better than that. He sucked. He sucks against the Lakers because McGee was just all up in his ass. But yeah, DeAndre Jordan is a double machine. I think this could be a bounce back game for him. Rudy Gay, he's 8'2". It's just, I'm scratching out this game, man. Honestly, there's really nothing. This game is really attractive to me. Utah, Memphis is one game I'm just going to scratch off. Maybe only guy is Dante Exum, but I'm not really excited about Dante Exum. It's Dante Exum, man. Clint Capella, yes, 7'8". I mentioned that. Marc Gasol has been blah. Not really a great matchup for him against the Eiffel Tower. Steven Adams is 7'1". He's okay, but Howard's there, so yeah. DeAndre Ayton, just I don't care. You're in Phoenix, you're not crushing it or anything, so no. Draymond, I told you he's a stone cold lock for me almost. Yeah, don't play him for the center position though, because that'd be a waste. In Cancer, 6'4". Do you think DeAndre gonna be a little bitch again, then play in his Cancer? But he's not even getting minutes. He's just not. I don't know why New York's doing that to him. Then you just play Vonleh. It seems like they want to develop Vonleh, I guess. Sabonis, I mentioned. Miles Turner, 6,000 against the Bulls, and he's just straight trash to me. I know. I mean, you guys want to take a shot at Miles Turner. I don't fault you for it because it is the Bulls. They suck ass. Every position goes off on them. So I don't, but the 17% usage rate, like it's not that high, and it's Miles Turner. He sucks. Period. Ibaka is 5'5". Over XM? There's a lot of guys who punt over XM. I mean, depending on what site you're talking about, honestly. But if you're playing FanDuel, yeah, I think he would be a fine punt just because you don't care if you get a 0 from him. But do I see a lot like upside there? Not really. In a slow-paced game, not really. Let's see what else. JV, I forgot to mention Montrezl Harrell against Orlando is interesting. He's 5'4". JV 5'3". He's not for sure. He's not gonna get the minutes, so that's a no. Jarrett Allen, Houston. I don't mind it because Jarrett Allen still does his thing every night. It's just he doesn't have like a ceiling game. Like that's it. That's all that's wrong with him. He's 5X guy. Wendell Carter. Here we go. People want to chase that hot game of his. It could have happened, but Indiana played pretty good defense. You gotta be. I wouldn't chase. He's only 5,000. I mean, it doesn't really hurt you as bad. We've seen his ceiling game, but that's just like one so far. He needs to do that more than just one for me to like go back to him. You know what I mean? And I don't think this is like a great nut matchup for him or anything either. He's like 2,200 more on FanDuel, which is that's just stupid. Like you can't play him on FanDuel. You could take a shot at him again on DK if you want to. I wouldn't go there. He hasn't shown enough for you to like take that chance again. Plus, Denver just play horrible. They play horrible. That's it. No Vonleh, I mentioned him. Bojan might make an appearance if they need him to guard Vooch. Ed Davis. Dwight Powell I like a lot, but he did not get that minutes, man. He's 3'7". They're playing Maxi Pad over him more, and he has pretty much the same upside. Just I like the grittiness of Dwight Powell when he plays. He just plays hard. He's like a Montrezl Harrell. He plays hard. Kevin Looney is fine if you find out Jordan Bell is out. Maybe with limited runs, he can get you there sometimes. Anybody else like to mention? Damian Jones? No. Looks great, but there's no upside. That's it. I already mentioned Kyle Quinn. Like if it blows out, Kyle Quinn gets all the minutes, and you could get he can 10x with limited minutes. So there you go, guys. I know it's yeah. I mentioned Jamie mentioned about Dwight Howard. I mentioned him too. He might be back. He's pretty sure he said he's gonna play Friday. It's just the minutes that concern us. We don't know if he'll be limited, restricted, or something like that. So yeah. Jordan, yes, I mentioned Sakam. He's definitely in play. He's cheaper than Ibaka. And if the game gets carried away, I think he might see some extra runs. He can dominate the Phoenix because Phoenix sucks. Jordan, finally, Draymond, and Butler. They're definitely. I'm pretty sure the ownership is gonna be high tomorrow, especially Draymond. Because of what he did, his price on DK. So there are reasons to like be underweight on him, but it's gonna be hard though, just because of the price. But my favorite center is probably Clint Capella tomorrow. Yeah, that's it, guys. Good luck tomorrow in your tournament. Yeah, that's it. Remember, subscribe, like if you haven't yet. Join the page. Later, guys. Good luck.